whenever I write the block, that every tag is going to displaying for us 3 times. Now 3 tags are visible clearly. We can check it once. Three tags are displaying. Now display none, display none, display none. 3 tags are going to hiding. So 3 times you have to change the display property. Display equals to none 3 times. Display equals to block 3 times. Instead of this long process, any shortcut is here. Your recent topic, division tag. Place all these 3 items inside the container. Hide the container. If container is hidden, content is visible? No. So hide the container, show the container. Automatically it is impacted to all internal tags. One of the advantage division tag, coding simplifications, we already discussed. So what I'm doing here, sir, all the things I'm placing inside the division, and this option I'm shifting to here and remove all these styles. So one more time, we are going to identifying the advantage of the division tag. So division equals to none. This is output. And division tag style equals to block. And this is output. How many times we changed the code? Only once. But all tag visible and all tags are hidden. But the same option I want to do dynamically. Dynamically in the sense as per the user selection options. So for that I'm creating 2 buttons here. This is the button 1. Headings are show. It helps to create some buttons there. It's not explanation, just I'm using, that's all. Explanation in future we'll get it. Next, a small space after the button, NBSP. 3 spaces. After that, one more button. 2 buttons total. What is the heading of this button, sir? Hide. Once check this output. So first button heading is show, second button heading is hide. What is my requirement, sir? If I click on the show button, the 3 tags should be appear. If I click on the hide button, the 3 tags should be disappears. Last session, Facebook, we observed the same thing, but these tags different, our tag are different. Overall tag, Facebook using tags different, we are using different tags. But how to hide and how to show these buttons dynamically, sir? Compulsory, we need a JavaScript. Without JavaScript, there is no chance. We don't know JavaScript, sir. I'm also not explaining. I'm just writing, watch it. That's all. But movies watching scenario, logic, if you identify as story, not possible. Right? Just we have to see like as a movie only. How hero jumping, how hero is again coming back. That's not possible. A logicless. There is no for loop logic. There is no if logic. There is no switch logic. Just is a movie. And then if 5 minutes also see like as a movie. And then recently we discussed some event attributes. I hope you remember that. Event attributes purpose what, sir? To call the JavaScript program. Attributes topic completed. Remember? Sound. Event attributes, and separately we discussed that one. All event attributes are starts with a common word on. Right? What is the advantage of that? Event attributes advantage or purpose. To access the JavaScript from HTML programs, we are going to using this event handling. Event handling or event attributes are used to call JavaScript from HTML page or to run JavaScript from HTML page. So responses continues like this. One find, I'll stop the Google Classroom link. Unsatisfactory responses. A find day maybe today or tomorrow also. No updations in the Google. Existing class also I'm deleting also. Simple. Because I'm explaining in classroom, showing and everything, posting every day in the Google also. You're not referring, then only no responses from your side. You're really referring at the responses that comes. So time pass kada Google Classroom link. Unnecessary my space waste. Already 80% completed. Google space. So try to give the better responses without sitting lazily. Otherwise, Google cut. Running notes only is the option for you. I'm not sharing anything. You have to write your running notes. The second choice that only. So be careful. Planning available. Because last 3 days onwards, I'm observing what 20-25 responses only coming. Very bad. Refer and respond. That's all. What is the use of Google Classroom link? Just for joining purpose. Referring your theory part and examples only. But you are not referring. What is the use to maintain that one? My Google space waste. Correct? Another 2 times, 3 times I'm observing, sir. Still no changes. So write the running notes in the classes. That's all. 2 more chances available. Event attributes completed topic A. We already used it in one example also. We have to write some JavaScript inside that event attribute. What is the JavaScript steps, sir? Before that, a small thing here. ID equals to D. What is this ID, sir? It's also an attribute. Assigning names to our tags. ID is nothing but an identifier. ID is nothing but an identifier. It's a HTML attribute. How you know that it HTML attribute or not, sir? Observe my typing style. If it is CSS attribute, the compulsory before style compulsory. But here there is no style. Directly I type it the ID equals to D. So it's a HTML attribute. What is the purpose of this attribute, sir? To set the names for your tags. Already names available, sir. Those names are software provided, not my personal. I want to set my own names like as our programming languages. And the variables names we are setting at the A, B, C, D, I, J, K, X, Y, Z, roll number or name or something. Like that, HTML also allowing to set the names for tags. The one of the way to set the names for tags is ID. But what we have to type, sir? Your choice. Any name you can type it, sir, but single word. Type any name, but should be the single word. Space is not allowed. Can I type the serial number, sir? Why not? Can I type the my division, sir? No problem. Can I type the fish, sir? Okay, no problem. Dish also okay, fish also okay. Fish dish only, na? Fish dish, that's all. Anything okay. Same, C, Java, Oracle, somewhere, variables and names we are allotting. The same style, tags also names we can assign. What is the use, sir? These names we have to use in our JavaScript. These names we have to use in our JavaScript. Why, sir? Suppose I have h1 tags 2 here. I'm writing a small JavaScript code, suppose. What is the logic, sir? I said to browser, hide h1. I implemented some small JavaScript. Just I'm showing. Hide h1. But browser seeing my face. Why, sir? Browser is going to the web page for hiding of h1. But after finally seeing of the web page, sir, 4 or 5 h1 tags are available. Browser again turn back and seeing Shivakumar face also. Hey Shivakumar, you said hide the h1. Which h1? I have 5 h1s here. But then what we required, sir? Personal names are required. That personal names is this ID. So instead of hide h1, we are writing instead of hide fish dish. Instead of hide A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, something. So it's giving the clarity to the JavaScript coding. This is the first time, sir, or 4-5 days after this one, we are regularly using. First time I started the usage of this one, 4-5 sessions after this attribute, every example I'm going to. So my own name, I'm taking D. D stands for division tag. That's all. But now what is the JavaScript step, sir? This is the small JavaScript step. Document dot get element by ID. Get element by ID followed by D dot style dot display equals to what is first one block. This is one step. Same style, one more step is also required. Document dot same, everything is same, sir. This is the none. These are the two JavaScript steps. These two steps we have to write inside the buttons. Just for viewability, I'm writing open area, sir. This step we have to shift to this location. First, overall meaning I'm explaining here. See that style means our CSS concept. What I want to change the style. Which style you want to change? Display. What is the display settings, sir? Block. Simple. In HTML, what we are doing, the same thing in JavaScript pattern, I converted, that's all. Or what is the first part, sir? A blue color and yellow color part is returns the object of your division tag. Blue color code, yellow color code, both returns an object of division tag. Background object is working, sir. So division tag object dot style dot display dot this one. Now see the formation. Change the style. Which style, sir? Display. Whose style, sir? This one. But in this place, what it is substituting, sir? Division tag object is going to substituting. So change the division tag object style to block. Change the division tag object style to none. So this level, I think this is overall explanation, sir. Detailed explanation in JavaScript we are learning. It's just overall meaning of the line I explained, that's all. If you are not received, if you are not understand, no problem, because we don't know JavaScript spelling also. JavaScript code understanding is not possible. That's some blind explanation I given. This is returns the object of division tag. So my division tag object style I want to change. Which style you want to change? Display style. To which model? Block model. Same way second line also. This code we have to write on clicker. Because this one changing your style. When you want to change this style? While opening of the page or while user clicking on button? Whenever the user click on the button, then only we want to change the style. So we have already on click event. Here we are writing that code. This is same way this step also. Now these are the two JavaScript steps placed inside the on click event attribute. So when these steps are executing, sir, whenever you click on the button, but then a Facebook style of look will get it. So check once. Initially displaying, sir. Click on hide, hiding. Click on show, showing. Hide, show, hide, show, hide, show. That is the last session what we observed. We used buttons, sir. Facebook used radio buttons. Item displaying style different, but coding is same one. So like that, can I hide any HTML tag as well? 100%, sir. Not only headings, not only divisions, images also we can hide, anchor tags, paragraphs, formatting tags, OL, UL, field set, galleries, everything we can hide. Are you HTML tagger? Yes, you are possible to apply the hidden concept. Every HTML tag we can hide, every HTML tag we can show. So last class designing style, this class designing style, dynamic is the difference. Dynamically hiding the component, dynamically showing the component. Same example last session I explained in the normal mode. So last program completed, sir. Block level tags we can convert into in level tags. In level tags we can convert into block level tags, as well as we can hide the components and we can show the components. And next I'm going to starting another example, sir. Actually, it's not another example, another topic I'm going to starting. Very, very important topic. Last 2 days, division tags we worked. Now continuation. What is that, sir? CSS I'm going to focusing now. Some amount of CSS. We already know CSS, sir. Yes, sir. We know some part. Another part I'm going to covering. So total 2 points. Few days back we discussed. Where are you? How are you? Where are, how are 2 points available? What we completed about the CSS, where are you CSS completed? Now CSS answer, I'm inline, I'm internal, I'm external. Now I'm going to asking another question. How are you CSS? I'm in Hyderabad. Question, how are you? Answer Hyderabad. Correct? And internally inline, that is location indication. That is over. Now how to develop the CSS styles we are going to focusing now. Where to develop the CSS and inline we can develop, internal we can develop, external. Where to develop, how to develop, two differences, sir. Where to construct the house, how to construct the house. Where to go for trip and how to go to the trip. Where, sir? Some Goa. How? By bike, by flight, by train. Different available. So CSS, where are you is over, sir. Now CSS, how are you? We are going to discussing this very, very important point. CSS selectors. That concept is called as CSS selectors. You said how to develop, sir. Yes, how to develop is nothing but an CSS selectors. Where to develop is nothing but an internal CSS, employee external CSS. I'll give the clarity, sir. Where we can define CSS. CSS we can define in the three places. Three places we can define the CSS that we know very well, inline and internal and external. Okay, location, okay. Where you want to develop, location decided. Next, how to develop in that location. That is our current topic, CSS selectors. How to define CSS? By using selectors. So selectors are the different models to define the CSS styles. Selectors are used to define the CSS styles in the different formats, different models. So what is a selector, sir? Selector definition, a group of properties. A selector is nothing but a group of properties. Is nothing but a group of properties. CSS point of view, properties, and we are daily using these properties. Color is property, width is property, background color is property, border is the property. So if you combine number of properties, sir, then it becomes as a selector. Combining the number of properties and producing as a one group, it's called as the selector. And for this selector, one identification name required. And whenever the groups are establishing, sir, a group name compulsory, sir. Ramesh group or Suresh group or Lakshmi group or Enkayama group or Pullama group or group heading compulsory. A heading not available, sir. This group representation is not possible. In our colleges also we have groups together in our classes. So 6 to 7 members, one batch, another 6 to 7 members, another batch. Between these batches, sometimes fighting is also going on. Reasons, etc., etc. reasons, especially higher BTech colleges, degree colleges, groups names available. Maybe your group name is also available. Smiling and available. So selector is a group of properties. How can group it, sir? We can group all the properties by using curly brackets, sir. The universal operator. In any subject, we have curly bracket. I hope you know the meaning of this curly bracket. Beginning of the block, end of the block. Inside the curly bracket, generally what we are writing, sir, a group of steps. Collection of steps, sir. Here we are going to writing collection of properties. Same curly bracket common. Open curly bracket, group of all your properties and close the curly bracket. Next one. So for this selector, continuation is our point. So for this selector, we need one identifier. We need an identifier. Why these identifiers are? Future accessing and future referencing. For every group, we need compulsory one identifier, sir. That identifier is decided by the programmer only. Means names are going to set by the programmers only. Identifier, if you have any problem, write the name of selector. Name of selector. So the basic information about the selector, sir. What is selector and name? What is the use of the selectors, sir? Selectors are used to define CSS, otherwise simply style sheets. CSS wise are and style sheets. So all these selectors are used to define the style sheets. CSS full form what? Two letters we covered together here. Second is style, third is streets. So once again, sir, 2 minutes general explanation. CSS, cascading style sheets. Anybody knows the meaning of cascading style sheets? HTML and a hypertext markup language. Hyper meaning I explained. Markup meaning also we discussed. Language meaning also we discussed in the starting days. HTML every letter meaning I explained. But what about the CSS, sir? Is there any meaning or just like that, sir? The abbreviation got compulsory meaning available, sir. If it is an English straight word, there is no meaning special. Abbreviated letters they formed into compulsory internal meaning is available. So what is that meaning, sir? Cascading style sheet. Sheet is nothing but an like this is one sheet. Mouse pad. Oh, well, okay, BTech first year drawing completed and I think most of the students drawing sheet. Drawing is the white color, yellow color, green color sheets we are using. That everything is a one drawing sheet. Like that, style sheets are available here. Why it is style sheets, sir? It's a small paper piece only, white color paper only. But inside the paper, we are writing the styles. So why we are calling that is drawing sheets, sir? We are drawing something. Then only it's a drawing sheet. If you are not drawing anything, if you are writing the data, sir, still it is drawing sheet. No, sir. Paragraphs I'm writing on that one. We can't call as a drawing sheet general. So you are drawing some images, you are drawing some figures, something, then we are calling as a drawing sheet. And here I'm defining the styles, so it's called as a style sheet. On MS Office, Excel available. In Excel, we have the spreadsheets. Excel, we have the spreadsheet. That is sheet only. Why we are calling spread, sir? Spreadsheets is nothing but used for accountancy purpose. And తెలుగులో చిట్టా పద్దులు రాసుకోవడానికి వాడే ఏదో something. Accountancy purposes. Excel mainly used for the maintenance of the accounts only. That is the main purpose of that one. So products list wise, serial number wise, all the products information, bills information, invoices information, maintenance, we are using that one. So that is spreadsheet. This is style sheet. That is drawing sheet. Like that, so many sheets are available. But why it is a cascading, sir? Because a developer defining the number of sheets. Style 1, style 2, style 3, style 4, number of sheets they're defining. And all these sheets is handed to the browser in the form of cascading. What is this variety word cascading, sir? Cascading is one type of alignment. Any idea? Cascade is one type of alignment, one type of arrangement of elements or components. Not subject, out of the subject I'm talking. You know, playing cards, sir? Rummy sequence or something. Cards you are going to holding like this, like as alignment. So one card is something displaying, next second card, third card, fourth card, fifth card, little bit displaying that one. 11 cards arrangement pattern is there, na? It's called as cascading. Okay, madams. But if you go for Chandana brothers, RS brothers, Tumidi brothers, Gimidi brothers, one table available. A table top of that one sarees, how they are going to arranging? Like this only, stepping wise. That is also cascading. Only somebody boys, nearest railway stations, nearest park, nearest bus stands. One person is sitting with one parrot. Chelka Joshua, parrot. Observed? Parks, amusement parks, public parks, bus stands, railway stations, right? One small parrot available in wooden box. Kadamma. One person is sitting. But 20 rupees or 30 rupees they are charging. But after Corona, that also increased, I think 50 rupees and maybe. But when you go for that person, sir, what the person is doing? They have already some sheets. Sheets, how they are going to arranging? Like this only. Now parrot is coming, picking one sheet from that one or one card from that one. But how the person is operating the cards, as a CSS developer, we are also doing the same thing. Every card inside something information available. Every card is contains one type of style. Every card is contains the group of properties. After developing the number of cards, I'm giving all these cards in the same style to browser. Here browser is the parrot. Browser parrot only. You are placing all the cards in the cascading format like this. So browser coming and picking one of the sheet and applying on your page. The meanings are name meaning. Cascading style sheets. See this one. This is our HTML program. This is our C program. This is our Java program. And this is our Perl program. 4 files opens. How many files we can see at a time? Only one file. Backside of this one, Java is there. Backside of that one, C available. Backside of that one, HTML program available. But if I want to see all these files at a time, sir, click on this button. Visible? This is cascading. My playing cards like that only. Your sarees also like that only. That Chilaka parrot is also same style. So this is one sheet, contains some styles. This is one sheet, contains some styles. This is another sheet, contains some other styles. But these all the 4 sheets we hand over to the browser. So browser picking one of the sheet and applying on your program. Appearance is there, na sir? That is cascading. Every window is one sheet. Inside that code is there, na? That code is our styles. The general pattern. Which one is browser picking, sir? For that also we are giving instruction. Yes. Parrot, which one is picking? You know na? No. We don't know, but the person knows. He's given already training to parrot. His signal system is available. Parrot blindly not picking that one. He's giving some signal by using voice or some sounds he is making. We don't know the sounds, is general sounds we are thinking. As per the sound, parrot is going to the particular location and picking the card. Really fact. Pune, you observed any elephants in front of some famous temples, olden days temples? Elephant available. Or 20 rupees if you are giving, sir, trunk is going to placing top of the head. 50 rupees if you are giving, sir, touching head. 20 rupees like this only. 50 rupees like this. 100 rupees if you give, trunk placing like this also. How element is knows how much money you are given? Training. Mavati, I think he is calling as Mavati. He is sitting, a stick is available in the hand. With the stick, elephant leg is there here. He is going to rubbing like this, elephant. A signal to elephant. Deep rubbing is, sir, at more money. But elephant is going to fully placing the trunk on the top of your head. Maybe you are not observed, I think. Next time observe. The really factors are that one. Otherwise, sometimes why element like this, sometimes why, sometimes why. How much money you are giving, how the elephant knows? Scanning available in elephant. No, that Mavati person is giving the signal to the elephant. Where's that? The bottom of the tie. A small stick available in that Mavati person hand, right? With the stick is going to rubbing like this. So as per that, they're giving communication. How it is possible, sir? We are communicating with computers by using programming languages. The Mavati person is communicating with the elephant by using the stick. Stick is the language. Here HTML is the language. This is all the gambling systems are pre-planned, not accidentally, not randomly. Everything is pre-planning only. So programming also pre-planning only. So we are the parrot operating person, we are the elephant operating person, we are the CSS operating person. Now we are giving to the instructions to elephant. Our elephant is a browser. Instruction related code also we are writing. So CSS full form everybody knows it, but meaning is this one. As a web developer, we are developing the sheets like this. After completion of all the sheets developmentation, we are arranging in the cascading format with proper instructions. Browser coming and picking some of the sheets and applying on your HTML tags. The matter. Now continue these points. Selectors are used to define the style sheets. Next, we said different ways are available to define the styles. How many ways available, sir? More than 10 models are available, sir. We have more than 10 models. Models list I'm going to giving now. Types of selectors or list of selectors. So one is universal selector. One is the universal selector. And the second one is tag as well as element selector. Third one is ID selector. Fourth one is class selector. Fifth one is group selector. One more, child selector. All are selectors, types of selectors. Next one, direct child selector. Next one, attribute selector. The next one, pseudo selectors. Next one, pseudo elements. Pseudo elements. It's also one type of selector. etc. These are the major models, sir. Universal selector, tag selector, ID selector, class, group, child, direct child, attribute, pseudo class selector, pseudo elements. Now we are going to discussing one by one currently. But right now I am going to covering first four models. After completion of the four models, small gaps are then balance will discuss. Reasons are all discussing at a time, some health problems are comes. Guarantee. Because almost look like a same model. A small differences available. So that number of points, if I explain at a time, sir, will get some clumsy. That's a first four models, a small break and a gap, then these models. What are the first four models we are going to covering, sir? Universal, tag, ID, and class. These are my very first universal I'm selecting here. So universal selector. What is the use of this universal selector, sir? If you want to define common styles for all HTML tags and elements, we have to use this one. Defining or applying the common styles for all HTML tags. How many tags available for those all? I need the common style, sir. All tags color should be red, or all tags should be aligned in the center, or all tags should be having the background color, same background. Anything we can apply, but common. Then only we said as a universal. Generally, universal meanings what are only Hyderabad? When only HTML students are? No, all over. Universal is nothing but a global. So universal used for the global styles. Global styles means it is applicable for each and every HTML tag. No chance to escape from that one. So the point is comes here. The selector is used to define common styles for all HTML tags as well as elements. For all HTML tags as well as elements. To define the common styles for all HTML tags as well as elements. Now, how many HTML tags we use in the program, or how many HTML elements we use in this program? Those all are, it is going to applying the same styles. How it is possible, sir? We are providing that type of things. And after writing the program, we'll get that one. The same thing I'm showing as a diagrammatically. See, that's a small picture. A theory point to diagrammatically I'm showing here. So 6 circles I'm taking here. Every circle is a one tag. Tag names are. You can imagine, no problem. How many tags you know? Almost 40 tags are completed, sir, already. So in that 40 tags, any name you can imagine. So, okay, I'm writing here H1. So the tag name is H1. Next, the second tag name is some H2. Third tag name is some paragraph tag. Third one is the okay, anchor tag. Break. Label. Okay. Label tag. Image tag. Okay. Balance tag you can imagine. Just close the eyes. Balance. Because all drawing not possible. But we have 6 varieties of tags, maybe 60 varieties of tags available, whatever it may be. But I want to apply the common style for all, or I want to apply the same style for all these tags. For all these tags, I want to apply the same properties or same style. But I want to present all these tags in the same style. Then we are using universal selector. Not only 60, sir, in that place 600 tags available also universal is affecting. 600 tags, if using 600 tags, it is applying the same style. That is the universal specialization. So this is the diagrammatical representation, sir. Universal tag selector purpose is this one, that's all. Maybe somebody they are going to dropping questions, I think. Sir, I don't want the same style, sir, I need different style. What to do, sir? Wait for that explanation. The universal selector, other questions asking not correct, sir. Previously also I faced the situations. So for safety precautions, I'm announcing. Right now we are discussing universal selector, follow that one. No, sir, I need like this, sir, I need like this, sir, I need like this, sir. Wait for that topic. Simple thing. Don't try to overcross me. Accidents are happens. Next. So it is a global style. Just an additional information, sir. Universal selector is nothing but in a global styles. Global word is very, very famous, sir. Now see the syntax. As per my previous explanation, previous means so 15 minutes back explanation, curly bracket. Inside the curly bracket, group of properties. Property colon value. Property colon value. How many properties we can write like this, sir? How many you know? Write those all the things. How many you have the awareness? Write those all the properties, sir. So this is called as selector. The curly bracket to curly bracket is called as the selector. So this selector, for which purpose I designed, I know, because I am the developer. I know that one. But how browser knows? Shivkumar defined this selector at this style sheet for H1 na H2 na paragraph, sir. You want to convey that information, we need some special instruction. The special instruction is called as the identifier. That identifier should be right in front of the open curly bracket. Here it will comes. So as per the universal selector, syntax is asterisk. What is the general meaning of asterisk, sir? Two meanings. Asterisk sometimes it is a multiplication. The same asterisk sometimes all. In Oracle, in Windows operating system, asterisk is represents the all. C programming, asterisk is represents the multiplication. In Java programming, sir, multiplication available plus all also available. A star B is a multiplication. Import java.lang.star. All. Two meanings are available. So in my subject, all. Multiplication not available. Means apply these properties on all HTML tags. That's all. Apply these properties on all HTML tag. Otherwise, apply this style sheet. Apply this style sheet on all HTML tags. In this program, how many tags used? For those all tags, it is affecting, sir. Now see the example. A small H1 tag. As per my diagram, I'm taking different tags. Same tag if I'm taking, sir, again you are getting understanding problem. So that's why I'm taking the different tags, H1 and H2. H2 also I'm using weight. This is H2 and this is H3. This is H3 and it is a label, username, and opposite one span tag also. Label and span both I am using here. Span inside is star symbol, line break. Again one more label, one more span tag, password. Already your 6-7 tags are used, sir. H3 tag, H1 tag, H2 tag, label, span. Next, I'm writing one small text in the, what is the text, sir? Hello world. But hello world data belongs to which tag? Can you identify? Huh? Body tag. Yes. But just remove these all the tags. See that one. Hello world we directly typed. So it's automatically belongs to body tag. Body tag also impacted in universal concept. Every HTML tag I said, body is also one of the HTML tag. So for that proof, this hello world also I designed here. Now we want to apply the common color for all these items, sir. Then go for the universal selector. But now we'll get a small doubt. How to develop the universal selector syntax? We got it here. Now where to develop this universal selector, sir? We already completed one topic, the inline, internal and external. So in these three places, we have to develop this one. Which place, sir? I'm giving a special note here, sir. We can define or we can develop selectors. We can define or we can develop selectors either internal or external. That's all. Either internal or external. Inline is available, sir. Selectors not supports the inline. Selectors not supports inline. That also right. We can't define selectors in inline. So inline scope not accepting the selectors, sir. Especially these. You must follow either internal pattern or you must follow either external pattern only. Don't go for the inline. By chance, forcibly, if I develop in inline, sir, nothing happens. A corner dustbin available, a program just placing in that one. Forcefully, if you write the selectors inside the inline pattern, just your program placing in that corner dustbin. That's all. This is just a small note point. Now I'm implementing the inline. Style followed by style close. This is called as internal CSS. This is called as internal CSS. Inside this internal CSS, asterisk, curly bracket, color, red. So I'm setting the data color, red color. Which tag data red? All tags. In this program, how many tags used? Those all tags data comes in red format. H3 red, H1's red, H2 red, label red, span red, and body is also red. Hello world body tag data. That is also comes in red format. Like that, if you use any 1,000 tags there, all the 1,000 tags there comes in red format only. This is called as universal selector. So universal selector nature, this one, we can't change that because it's a predefined. No, sir, some tags only I want to apply it, some tags I don't want to apply, sir. Then don't touch the universal selector. Go for any other simple thing. I want to go for some other location, but with a low price, sir. Then go for the train or bus. So don't go for the flight. Flight low price is not possible. So budget required, but I want to go for faster, and you can go for your own arrangement. Like that, every tag should be reflected to this one. No, some tags only I want to apply it, sir. You should go for another selectors, not this selector. Next and the last one small point, sir. Can I define the one more global selector, sir? One more universal selector. You can define it, sir, but meaningless. You can write another say universal selector, but it's a meaningless operation. Suppose here I'm going to writing align equals to center or align equals to right. Program is working as a program, it works, but coding very bad coding. Reason why two, sir? If you write like this, also same meaning. Well, why again two separate selectors? So you want to apply some different properties. So define all the properties inside the single selector, not the multiple selectors. Because in syntax, I clearly said that one, you can write any number of properties. So avoid to write the multiple universal selectors. One program should contain only one universal selector. More than one universal select, if you write in the program, sir, you are not proper programmer. Simple sentence. I hope you remember, sir, previous explanations. This is internal CSS implementation. If I want to develop in external, sir, possible, sir. Next example, if you are interested, I'll show the external. That's not a problem. So universal information completed, sir. Now moving to the next. So what is the next selector, sir? Tag selector. The next one is tag selector. What is the purpose of this tag selector, sir? Universal, I said global. Tag selector becomes personal. It's a purely personal. Opposite to global is called as this one. Inline. So what is the meaning and purpose of this one, sir? This selector used to define the common styles for all instances. For all instances of HTML tags, no, sir. HTML tag only. Element only. Not plural, singular. Because this is the tag. Tag means only one name. H1 is tag. Paragraph is tag. A tag is representing always a single. So these styles are applicable to only one tag only, not all tags. But that one tag, here we have the one special words are all instances. All instances of the particular or specific HTML tag. What is the meaning of instances, sir? We don't know, sir. In diagram, I'll show that one. Tag selector, we have the another pronunciation, sir. It's also called as element selector. It's also called as element selector. Somebody calling element selector, somebody calling tag selector. So I am using both words, sir. You are not getting any problem. One person calling tag selector, another person calling element selector. We learn both names, so we are in safe zone. Syntax we'll see later. The same point diagrammatical I'm showing, and what is the instance also I'm going to show you. Once again, this is H1 tag, or paragraph tag, or image tag, whatever it may be. But one H1 tag, one paragraph tag, how many times we are using in our web pages generally? Any of the HTML tag, H1, H2, H3, many times we are using. Minimum one time we are using every tag, sir. Maximum depends upon the content representation. So this H1 tag, I'm using multiple times in my program. This H1 tag, I'm using multiple times in my program. That multiple times I'm representing with another symbol, sir, for easy identification. Any symbol this? So what is these all are, sir? Repetition of the H1 tag. All these are the repetition of the H1 tags. Indirectly, H1 duplicates, sir. A small doubt here, see that. Go to the last example. I have two H1 tags here. But really in H1 HTML language, two H1 tags available. In original subject to two H1 tags available, only one H1 tag is available. Only one H1. Timbernously designed only one H1. But as a developer, that H1 we are using lifetime. 2 times or 3 times or 20 times or 200 times of it. So a repetitive uses of the tags are called as instances. Repetitive uses of the tags are called as instances. So this is the original tag coming from the software, and all these are the duplicate copies of this tag. Because I need 5 headings, sir, but timbernously 5 H1s not provided. I need 15 paragraphs. In HTML, 15 P tags available. No, I want to display 50 images. In HTML, 50 IMG tags available. No, one IMG tag 50 times we are using. One paragraph tag 15 times or 10 times we are using. So every tag repetitive usage is called, that is nothing but a Xerox copy of the tag. So this is the original tag, and all these are the duplicate copies of that one. Mana Raghavendra Xerox Center available gada here. They're selling the materials, Java material, HTML material, Oracle material. How many students they're purchasing, that number of materials they're selling, right? But that materials faculty typed that number of times. No, the faculty design material only once, but 100 students purchasing. How it is possible? Copy, paste, baga experience. Copy paste. That is nothing but then making duplicate copies. Our Aadhaar cards are Xerox copies, PAN cards are Xerox copies, driving licenses Xerox copies, tags are Xerox copies. So this is H1, Xerox copy of the actual H1. This is H1, and this is also H1, and this is also H1. So these 4 are called as instances of H1 tag. These 4 instances of H1 tag. In a diagram, 4 only mentions, sir. Sometimes a 4 place 40 also possible, 40 place 20 also possible. Count, don't focus. So every tag repetitive usage is called as the instances. But what are the theory point I explained once? Check it, sir. Defining the common styles for all instances of specific tag. Defining the common styles for all instances of specific tag. Now, what is my meaning, sir? I want to apply the same properties for these 4 instances. Then use the tag selector. Applying same styles for the 4 instances. The 4 of 40, whatever it may be. As per the diagram, I'm saying 4, but you don't by heart the 4. 4 place we can imagine n number of. Applying the same styles for 4 instances, use tag selector. This is meaning. Like that, I have one more tag, sir. Yes, one more tag is possible, sir. Again, repeating this diagram, tag name changing, wait. It's not H1. Take some paragraph or image or something like that. So this is paragraph tag, and this is also paragraph. Again, paragraph. 4 paragraphs. Only 4 count repeating, sir. 4 count. If you are repeating, the feeling is available. Do one small thing, sir. Cut this one. The Shivkumar 2 times 4 only used. I think tag selector supports only 4 only. Chances available. Chances available. Somebody already started the thinking like that. I know, Gadamma. 4 count I'm erasing. All these are the instances of the paragraph tag. So this is the paragraph and this is the paragraph. This is every tag repeating in our program. How many times the repeated tag, that number of times I want to apply the same styles. So, but how many tag selectors we require, sir? 1 tag selector, 2 tag selectors. How many tag selectors required? 1 or 2? 2. 1 for the H1 and 1 for the paragraph. 1 more tag selector for the label. 1 more tag selector for the image. 1 more tag selector for the division tag. Like that, how many tags you want to apply? That number of tag selectors we require. But 1 tag selector applying on the another tag selector is not possible. And I defined 1 selector for H1, sir. I defined 1 selector for H1. So can I use these H1s on the H2, sir? 100% no chance, sir. For H1 purpose developed tag selector, applying on H2 is not possible. H2 purpose design tag selector, applying on the paragraph tag is not possible. So every tag you should maintain individual selector. Now see the syntax. This is my style selector ready. But this selector defined for which tags are? A tag name right here. Write your tag name. H1 or H2 paragraph or label your interest. First decide it yourself. I want to apply these styles on the so and so tag. After deciding, write the tag name here. Can I define one more tag selector, sir? Just only I said that one. You can define any number of. All H1s I need 1 style. All paragraphs I need 1 style. All anchor tags I need 1 style. All images I need 1 style. But if you have to develop the total 4 tag selectors. Tag name changing, sir, here. Sometimes you are writing H1. Sometimes you are writing paragraphs. Sometimes you are writing IMG tag. Sometimes you are writing anchor tag. Any number of tag selectors we can define in the single program. There is no objections for that one. Unlimited. Next, in this program, just for changing external CSS I'm using. Last example, internal CSS I used, sir. This program, external CSS I'm going to using. Go to the file menu, new, others, select CSS, OK. A blank file is comes, start your selectors. No objections, directly you can start the selectors. When you are defining the external CSS, if you want to write any comments, go for this one. So defining external styles. Next, H1 tag, H1 color equals to red. But what is the meaning of this? All HTML tags comes in red color. All instances of H1 comes in red color. All instances of means repetitive usage of H1 tag comes with red color. Rest of tags, they comes their own colors, black or something like that. Okay, I want to go for some images, sir. IMG. I need a common styles for all images. No problem. So width of every image is some 150 pixels. Width of every image is 150 pixels. Height of every image is 150 pixels. And border radius. Border radius. How much is that? 25 pixels. So 3 properties I'm applying on all images. How many images available in my web page? These settings are applying on those all images. Now my doubt, this style, can I apply on H2 tag? These styles, can I apply on paragraph tag? No chance, because you already given the name. The one tags carry forwarding to another is not possible. And one subject we got 95 marks, sir. One subject we got 42 marks only. I'm asking the lecturer, sir, 95 వచ్చినాయి కదా 20 marks cut it and add to this subject, sir. Plus no kada. That one is available as we are not getting any fail kada. No student is going to fail. A passed subject marks all cutting, adding to the failed subject. Everybody comes with certificate from the college. That one subject marks moving to the another subject is no chance. One tag selector moving to the another tag is not possible. Next, save this program, sir. Note point. Save this file with a name. In your system, you can practice with your own name, sir. In my system, I am going to writing mystyles.css. This is my preferable name. While practicing of yourself, you can go for your own names. Where we have to save this program, sir? In current location. This file should be saved in the current location. What is the meaning of current location? Current location. Where your HTML program saved in the same location, you have to save. So here I defined the 2 tag selectors. If you are interested, I can continue. How many I can write, sir? 1,000 selectors also you can write. No problem. 1,000 selectors also it is allows. No limit, no restrictions. mystyles.css. External coding completed with the tag selectors. So both are the tag selectors only. Next, back to HTML program. Try to access that one. So how to link up the external file to our program, sir? By using link tag. Link followed by rel equals to style sheet and href equals to mystyles.css, your file name. With which name you saved the file, write that file name here, and relative equals to style sheet compulsory. Then external, your HTML program, both linking is done. Then go for this. 4 H1s I am taking here. The 4 H1s comes with your given tag name. A diagram following exactly. H1 tag 4 times I used it. 4 times I got the same style. First diagram. Next, what about the image, sir? Try to check. img src equals to images slash or something images we have na animal dot jpg, car dot jpg, nature 1 dot jpg, animal dot jpg. This is the first picture, and second one car dot jpg, and third one is nature 1 dot jpg. These three images comes with the 150 by 150 and radius is 25 pixels. Radius 25 pixels. Go and check it once. Maybe JPEGM, I think. Size same? Yes. Width same, height same. Radius cutting is also available. No? Yes. And the selector working properly. We'll test it once. Go to the external styles. Make some changes here. I need styles 55 pixels, sir. And once after execution of the program, I'm doing some modifications. Modifications affecting to our program or not, we are testing. Affecting, no problem. So this is the second selector, sir. First one, no, anonymous, applying for every tag. The second one, no, what are the tag name you mentioned here? The particular tag only it is affected. Other tags are not affected. Next, the third one, sir. ID selector, third one. So what is the ID selector purpose, sir? Global to tag, now tag to personal. Level reducing, sir. And applying area is also reducing. First model applied like this, second model applied like this, third model applying like this. Very personal styles. ID selector. Actually, ID selector, it's an alternative for the inline select CSS. I hope you remember the inline CSS. This is the tag style followed by some property colon value, property colon value, and tag close. So what is this writing style, sir? Inline CSS. This inline CSS alternative is the ID selector. We already discussed in the last week, sir. Better don't use the inline CSS only for practicing purpose. But I need same inline type of reactions, inline type of results only required. But I suggest don't use. But is there any alternative, sir? That alternative is called as ID selector. Personal styles. And 4 instances available. 4 instances will get 4 variety of styles. That is this one. Previous diagram, 4 instances getting the same style. Now 4 instances getting the 4 different styles. Best example for ID selector, you only, sir. You only best example. So full house full room. Observe any 2 students dressing style matching. Any 2 students dressing style matching. Show you. అది లైట్ బ్లూ, ఇది డార్క్ బ్లూ. Better go for check the eyes once. Get a nearest available eye hospital. Huh? I asked color matching, dressing style matching. Dressing style. Style means shirt color, pattern, stitching style, design, everything should be same. Blue colors are so many available, black colors are so many available. That is, I'm not asking. Dressing style matching or not, I'm asking. Not available. As per my eyes, either not available, sir. No, sir, matching, sir, and the black or the black, but it's black and white combination, the only black. The normal shirt or the t-shirt. So much differences are there. Shirt model changing. Our such pattern is going to changing. As it is like not matching anywhere. White shirt, white to white. But I got white inside in self-design flowers available. You could have them plus stripes are available. White common, but is stripes available? Like self-design, pole rangado. My pattern different, that person pattern different. Yes. Means upcoming councils will discuss that. So there are 200 students available. Suppose 200 students, 200 varieties of dressing styles are available. That is called as ID selector. 100 tags I have, sir. 100 tags, 100 styles required. ID selector. And one tag pattern never matching to another tag. So how many tags available? That number of styles are comes in ID selector. That is the thing. It's also called as unique selector, or you can also called as personal selector. Now, your dressing style, your personal or others are? Your personal only. My dressing style, my personal, your dressing style is your personal. ID selectors are personal styles. Okay, balance things we'll see in tomorrow's session. Thank you all.